All right, guys, happy Friday. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Um, let's go ahead and review the Bitcoin price for today. So, as you may already know, and I also posted a video last night, Bitcoin is finally above $100,000 and has been pretty good at maintaining that level. Briefly, when we went down under $100,000, and then we're back up above $100,000. So we'll see ultimately if this level holds. As you can see on the MACD over here, things are turning around. Not quite green yet, but we'll see how we do over the weekend and earlier next week. Let's go over the Bitcoin dominance very quickly, per usual. Looks like we're still in the 55 range. Now, I will say I do not expect the Bitcoin dominance to drop significantly. Until later in 2025. That said, I really wouldn't be surprised if we reach levels around 50% or possibly even in the high 40s. And once people rotate back to Bitcoin altogether, we will see the dominance increase again. Let's say earlier in the spring or later in the winter, and perhaps in the summertime. But eventually, let's say, September or October of 2025, eventually I do expect the Bitcoin dominance to fall below 44%, at which at least my plan is to exit my altcoins. And I've talked about it before on Instagram, for example. Probably your first time hearing it on YouTube, but that is one of my main exit plans, looking at the Bitcoin dominance dropping below 44.0%. But more on that later, and perhaps later in 2025. Finally, I want to go over Ethereum really quickly. So, like I've said before, this was one of those large market cap coins that really never took off during this bull cycle. And there's a lot of making up to do. Now we've finally broken above $4,000, which is still not the all-time high compared to the 2021 bull cycle. In terms of Ethereum, I don't really have a price target. Like I've said before, I'm more of a Solana believer, if you will, and I really do think that Solana will flip Ethereum on this cycle. That said, I do have some Ethereum meme coins, for example, that I eventually intend to swap back to Ethereum and of course sell it on the exchange for profit eventually. So I am hopeful for Ethereum. I just don't think it's going to do better than Solana. And my reasoning mainly stems from a retail trader's point of view, which is the gas fee, transaction speed, and ease of use, all of which Solana is superior. And finally, the meme coins that are associated with either Ethereum versus Solana. I think Ethereum does have a lot of great meme coins, quote unquote cult coins, but so does Solana. And really during this bull cycle, and actually even 2021, I was more on the side of Solana. But I think Ethereum is also a good cryptocurrency to invest in during this bull cycle. So we'll see if you actually break $10,000 for Ethereum. If not, I'm also fine with it not reaching $10,000. And we'll sort of see if, for example, the gas fee or the transaction speed could be improved on the Ethereum network in the future. So that was a sort of a very non-expert point of view of Ethereum. So if anybody's an expert out there, please do chime in and let me know what your thoughts are. And so, now that's Friday, you know, over the weekend, perhaps I'll talk a little bit more about, how I approach each bull cycle and sort of the indicators, the lagging indicators that I've mentioned before, how I use them to my advantage, and what my plans are in terms of exiting Bitcoin. And, the thing is, although I'm a huge, huge supporter of cryptocurrency, I'm not quite a maxi as some of the other more vocal people in the cryptocurrency space. I do intend to exit out of my cryptocurrency next year if able. That is my plan. And my plan is to buy back before the next halving cycle, presumably in 2028. And I will go over more of that after this bull cycle is over, but I just want you guys to know that my plan is to exit, take a little bit of break, if you will, but I do intend to reinvest before the next halving cycle. And that is just my personal investment philosophy. Cryptocurrency is not the only thing that I'm interested in. I do all sorts of investments and investment strategies. So my goal is to incorporate whichever strategy is going to make me the most money. And, I don't want everybody to, I don't want anybody to put all eggs in one basket. You need to look at this whole thing as look at things holistically, have different approaches, and, be ready to adapt. Because our goal is to really live a life that makes sense to us. And of course, money is a means to an end. But at the same time, we don't want to be emotional about money, okay? Because the money doesn't have any emotions for us. So always keep that in mind. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys back over the weekend. All right, take care. Bye.